Извиняюсь. Извиняюсь. Но это считается за проверку. Зря я с собой эти сабли таскаю, они слишком тяжелые, а использовать пока не могу. На самом деле, вот это вот мне тоже не надо. А, я выкинуть не могу, да? Бля, ну ладно. Выходить-то мне не надо, мне надо в другое поселение двигаться. Помогать туркам.
Lady Desade, I've been hoping you would come.
Your Excellency, I heard news of the attacks against Hikmet.
I am ashamed to once again rely upon your kindness, but our situation is quite desperate, and you have proven such a valuable aid to us in the past.
How might I be of service to you?
Animals, creatures have been attacking us relentlessly. They throw themselves upon our defenses day and night. They do not even try to avoid our weapons, rushing as if to swamp us in infinite numbers. Our best soldiers fall exhausted from fatigue, the others die shredded by their claws. Please find the origin of these attacks and make them stop. If we cannot hold out, the entire population of Hikmet will be devoured.
San Mateus has fallen prey to the same tragic fate. The beasts were answering to a type of guardian we have never seen before. A guardian that has since died. Have the attacks subsided in Hikmet at all?
No, not at all. San Mateus is far from here. The origin of the attacks must be different. I sent a small group of trackers so that they might follow the trail of the creatures. Their last message came from a dangerous area in the hands of natives. The savages are certainly at the root of these evil attacks. Who else could have trained all of these creatures?
Could you indicate the zone in question?
Alas, no. I didn't get the information. You must meet their officer, who will know how to guide you there. She's leading our troops in the outpost at the entrance to the city.
Very well. I shall depart immediately.
Be so kind as to keep me informed. This affair is driving me to madness.
I would like to broach a rather unpleasant subject. Your treachery.
I beg your
Ничего себе, с темы на тему
I
перешли.
am at a loss for words.
Have you forgotten that after sending me to save your servants, that you then again sought my assistance? According to you, I needed only to convince the Tiana Hakkadaktus to provide us with a remedy. But you used me like a pawn, seeking in truth to capture her.
I cannot understand why you are reacting in this way. I was certain that the witch doctor would refuse to help us. They have us marked down as enemies, after all. And I had good reason to believe that you would not resort to physical persuasion.
You were even ready to use brute force against your own allies.
Whatever do you mean?
After wounding the Tiana, your spy attempted to kill me, Excellency. And you dare to tell me that my anger is exaggerated. Can I remind you that to assassinate a legate is to declare war against her sovereign?
I never... I promise you that I had no intention for any harm to befall you. That man went beyond his orders, I assure you. I implore you. Please accept my sincerest and profound apologies in the name of the Bridge Alliance.
I can only give you the benefit of the doubt for now, Your Excellency. In the meantime, you need not keep a candle lit for the return of your sire. He paid for his audacity with his life.
He would have been made to answer for such infamy, I assure you. Once again, I apologize sincerely for this crime. It should never have happened. In any case, we need to get our hands on this woman. The remedy is perhaps...
There never was a remedy. It was a wild goose chase. Perhaps even some sort of machination.
No. That is terrible. This is a great setback. How could I have been so naive? What a shame. I am truly sorry that you risked your life in vain. Would you like to speak with me about any other subjects?
I have taken care of your problem with the caravans. The merchants should now be able to reach Hick.
Блин, пиздец, у нас отчет огромный накопился.
You have done a great service for me. Though there is something that bothers me. I was told that you met these savages and then let them go. They showed no mercy at all with your own merchants.
The congregation is not in conflict with these natives, and has no wish to begin one.
Ah, your famous neutrality. Well then, you have solved the problem, and I would be discourteous to deny it.
My pleasure. I imagine the captain must have informed you of all that we learned.
Indeed, and I am extremely worried. An attack of any significant magnitude would be a catastrophe for our city. We have the means to repel these savages, but it will not be without great losses.
Perhaps there is another way. The natives have clearly expressed their wishes. The freedom of their brothers and sisters.
I see where this is headed, but I fear that they were not honest with you. A few natives are being held in the prison of the Coin Guard, but a handful of warriors does not seem to justify an assault of such commitment.
They were not speaking of just a few soldiers, but of kidnappings. The victims are only villagers.
This is inexplicable. We have taken no villagers. Of course, we answer their attacks in kind. And at times we have taken prisoners on the battlefield. But what use would we have for a few fishermen, hunters, and weavers?
Might it be possible that these kidnappings have taken place without your consent?
I doubt that. But of course, it is always possible that a few bandits might have stolen a shipment of arms. If that were the case, that would explain a great deal. Since you have been of such service to my people, and this grievous affair seems of great concern to you, would you be of a mind to lead the inquiry? Capture a few of these savages. Make it your mission to make them talk. We must understand what is going on before they attack.
Very well. I shall get to the bottom of this affair, Your Excellency.
Would you like to speak with me about any other subjects?
Я вообще не хотел обо всем этом говорить. Ладно, первое. Это перевод. Перевод не совсем точный. Похоже, ну как бы переводчик старался, но, так сказать, он не видел картинку, да, что на экране происходит. И переводка как получилось там. Попытался понять по диалогу, там женщины говорит или с мужчиной. Тут, очевидно, в диалоге сначала упомянули даму, да, вот эту вот кликушу. А потом уже он как бы от своего лица начал говорить, и переводчик перевел все равно как от женского персонажа. Что-то горло сегодня болит. Ну и хрен с ним, с персонажем-то, да, с Полом. Вот момент с отчетом был велик, прям скажем. И сейчас мы идем типа бить хранителя. Я думаю, что там просто либо еще один такой же. Бля, да ты чё? Либо действительно та ведьма все-таки как бы начала активно воевать. Ловкость не могу поднять.
You managed to make it through. A group of these enraged beasts managed to get past our defenses.
Yes, we fought and defeated them. But how did they make it through?
My men are exhausted. We killed some of them, but we were overrun. Our situation is getting more and more desperate. I don't suppose I need to warn you about the dangers of this road.
Actually, that's why we're here. Governor Buren sent me. He wants us to find a group of trackers.
And I hope that he'd sent you as reinforcements. Silly me. It looks like all we're good for is dying to protect his bloody city. But you wanted to ask me something.
Like I said, Governor Buren is hoping that I can find a group of trackers with your help.
I'd like to see you try. Indeed, I was ordered to send out a party of scouts, which I did, despite our losses. They were supposed to find the bastard who's been sending us these critters. One of those savage sorcerers, no doubt.
Can you tell me which way they went?
Sorry, Your Excellency, I won't tell you anything until I receive some help. You have to understand, I hope that these men are alive. They are also under my command. But those who are here with me now are my main preoccupation. And as we speak, they're dropping like flies. Not to mention the fact that if this outpost falls, there won't be much left to protect the city. So you can go and tell the governor that if he wants me to help you, he will have to help us first.
I
Так я просто пойду, убью, как бы, большую тварь, и все, нападения прекратятся.
understand that your situation is desperate. That you want to take care of what appears most urgent. But it is not simply about me saving a few men. It is about stopping these attacks once and for all. By getting to their root cause, I intend to put an end to it. And then any help you hope to receive won't be needed any longer.
You're right.
Бабка не уперлась, к счастью.
I don't know what I'm saying. They went towards the west, where the rebels are most numerous.
Are you talking about the Donea Extragao?
If you like. The governor is certain that these savages are behind the attacks, so I sent my men to find their camp. This isn't the first time that we've tried to find them, but now our survival depends on it.
I see. Well, thank you, Captain. I will try to find your man and put an end to all of this.
Good luck. And if my men are alive, send them back here, will ya?
You can count on me. I must go. Goodbye, Captain.
Goodbye, Your Excellency.
Greetings. My caravan, so?
Так у нее проблем нету, что ли, с черными тварями? Стоит себе там на дороге. Как ни в чем не бывало. Недалеко они ушли.
Who are you?
Хрючего
What are
варят
you doing
какой-то.
here?
Are you the scout sent by the governor of Hikmet?
Can't you tell?
He was worried that he wasn't getting any news from you and asked me to find you. He wants me to help him put an end to the attacks. Have you discovered anything?
Yes, a camp of rebel savages. We suspected there was one around here, and we finally found it. They must be the ones sending us the beasts. They all come from this region, and these barbarians have sworn to eliminate us. So we...
You may be right, but I'd rather be certain. I know the leader of this camp. I'll go talk to her.
You knew of this camp? These savages are responsible for dozens of deaths, maybe hundreds. Why didn't you inform the governor?
Because I'm a diplomat, not a scout. You should go back to the outpost now. I'll take care of all this.
Бля, все дороги ведут в эту разрушенную крепость. Сколько бы раз я сюда не возвращался, кто-то сдох или кто-то в заперти. Там труп перетащить надо. Какое-то недоброе место. И вообще, какая она нам подруга? Мы ее попустили вообще-то в драке за корону. Ну ладно, может она как бы теперь уважает нас.
I wanted to speak to you about the assaults that Hikmet and its outposts have been sustaining.
Assaults? We have nothing to do with it this time. My men are not ready to attack the big city.
They're not being attacked by men, but by beasts. Dozens of them.
So, they are also attacking the Renaigse. That's a relief.
What do you mean?
The animals are attacking us as well. They throw themselves at any man crossing their path, as if they were enraged. They even throw themselves at the camp's defenses. I had never seen anything like it before.
A similar thing was happening west of the island. The animals were led by some sort of guardian. It resembled a Nardaig Menaemon, but its skin was black and covered in ulcers.
I have never seen a guardian that fits the description you've given. I don't think they exist.
Could a Doneigad have done this?
You're a typical Renaigse. You don't understand anything. The Nardaig are our ancestors. None of our people would make a Nardaig suffer, even if their heart was black and full of resentment.
And yet someone or something is making the beasts aggressive here as well. And we must find it.
We? Do you want us to work together?
Why shouldn't we? Don't you want to stop this too?
That's true.
Mal! Our guardian! He had changed! He is attacking our own!
What? Come, follow me!
Things are about to get dicey!
Блин. Да что такое? Сейчас мне как в Спарте стал. Впрочем, в Спарте не было пороха и свинца.
About to get dicey!
Ёпта. Все? Убили меня, что ли? Чуть я уж и забыл, что не бессмертный.
I wanted to speak.
Then what
Cedric could,
you
and
not
yet
free
why should
that?
Mal! Our... Move away! Things are about to get dicey!
Так, ща, минутку. Трофеи нужны. Человека одного убили.
Move away! Things are about to get dicey!
Ах ты скотина. Тут не взрывайся. Чуть зажал меня.
What happened to our Nadai?
No idea. I'm sorry. It left me no choice.
You fought bravely and you did what you had to do. Our guardian had changed. It no longer recognized its children, and it was the one leading these beasts against us. Something really bad must have happened to it.
It resembled the other guardian I told you about. As if they had the same disease.
Guardians don't get sick. They are far more than beasts.
And yet you and I saw the same thing. At last, the attack should stop now. What are you doing here?
Who are these Renaitse? Spies?
They only came here to discover the source of the attacks.
And they thought we were responsible.
Why are you still here? You should have gone back to the outpost.
I'm sorry. We were uncertain that we could trust you. You said you knew these people, and then we heard cries. And saw the giant creature attacking their camp. And we realized that it was this creature who was leading the beasts.
And you discovered that we weren't to blame.
Yes. I'm really sorry. We should go back to the outpost now.
Then, if we let them go, they'll tell their leader the location of our camp.
Are you prepared to swear that you will never speak of this place?
You saved our comrades and maybe our city by killing this beast, so... Yes. We swear.
I hope that they will be true to their word. Fine. They can go.
We are extremely grateful.
Thank you, Darren. Now, let's go tell the governor of Hikmet about this guardian.
Qua awalen segrenaigse. And if you find the one who's behind all this, kill him.
Это скорее бог на горе. То есть вулкан вот этот вот как-то замешан. Вряд ли она будет рада, если вулкан развалится. Это же все-таки их божок. Герои стоят, смотрят. Придется драться.
Come closer. Come closer. Yurex. Thanks for your visit.
А, шапка, может, у тебя есть.
Yurex.
Такой я не одену.
Thanks for your visit.
Your Excellency.
I've been told, yes, that the attacks... Was it the natives?
No, they were not the cause. And what... The animals answered to the call of... Exactly like the one who led the...
These creatures normally protect the natives. Why did this one attack them? Are you certain?
I don't think so. The Guardian looked sick. No, there's no doubt that someone is behind these
I
attacks.
suspect you will lead the investigation and unravel. While waiting, take this to thank you for your help.
Thank you.
Would you like to speak with me about any other subjects?
I have to go.
Farewell, my...
А чё он дал-то вообще? Непонятно. Ну да и хрен с ним. Там уже король дикарей заждался. Сейчас к вулкану поведет.
Constantine.
My adorable cousin. I am always happy to see you. What news do you bring?
We managed to solve the problem of the attacks on San Mateus.
Really? So, what was causing them?
The city and its outposts were being continuously attacked by animals. These beasts were led by a large creature that strangely resembled a mountain guardian.
This is the same creature which High King Vinbar turned into, isn't it?
Exactly. Except it looked sick and it didn't act like the High King did. It was calling the animals around it, and it seemed like it was transferring its disease to them before making them attack. I've never seen anything like it. And there's more. Hikmet was in a similar situation, do you remember?
Of course. Don't tell me that a guardian was involved there as well.
Yes. The governor was convinced that the attacks were led by the islanders, and yet they were being attacked as well. And it was by their side that I fought the creature. That time it was a Nardaig Glenderman, a beach guardian, but it seemed just as sick. And it was also manipulating the animals to make them aggressive.
So, it would be some kind of epidemic affecting the Guardians. I don't see what we can do about it. Actually, I think you have already done what had to be done, by eliminating those that were threatening our neighbors.
Perhaps. But I am certain that there is more to it than a simple epidemic. These beasts attack in a coordinated fashion, which requires an intelligence that they don't have.
You're exaggerating, fair cousin. The attacks you thought were coordinated may just have been coincidental.
You may be right. But I can't help thinking that someone is behind all this.
Do you really believe that a Denegad would want to take over the island? Cousin, you know how much I respect you, but frankly, this doesn't seem very coherent. And we have other reasons to be preoccupied. Another epidemic, one that concerns us a lot more, remember? You should try to meet this Enon Mil Flicterman, who is so well protected.
It's true, and I'm taking care of it now. But be vigilant, will you? Perhaps we will be attacked next.
Oh, don't worry about it. I'm sure nothing will happen to us. Is there anything you would like to tell me?
Ну, если на нас никто не нападет, то это подозрительно. Это значит, что кто-то здесь как бы заражает хранителей и натравливает. А из магов тут только ты и я, братан. Так что выбор невелик. Это какой-то будет прям диснеевский поворот, если он типа окажется злодеем. Вообще позорно будет.
for your visit. See you soon. Welcome. Have you?
А, блин, тут вероятность трофеев была. А, тут 20. Все норм.
Thank you for your visit. See you soon. Come closer, good people.
Уж испугался, лут не выпадет. Я думаю, остался финальный расстрел бога вулкана, и игра подойдет к своему завершению. Кто следит, чтобы эти камни не развалились? Конструкция не так плоха, но все-таки не выглядит достаточно долговечной. Так, ладно. Пробивания больше. Ну, мне это больше нравится. Возьму с собой.
There you are, Karans.
How was the encounter?
Enon Mil Frichtman welcomed me like a mother would welcome her child. I will have to meditate on everything he told me and think about the warnings he gave. But now he's waiting for you. I will open the way. Once you are in the sanctuary, always stay on the right-hand path and keep a confident heart. Those who let doubt take hold of them and turn back risk awakening the guardians of this place. Qua aulem seg.
Понял. Правая тропа, бежим без оглядки. Сохранюсь. Может, не стоит ему доверять? Ну ладно. Рискну, пожалуй. В какой-то муравьинт пришли. Как того вождя звали? Даромба, Баромба, Пятница. Мне же, наверное, придется сказать, типа, от кого я. Уверен, тут такие военные порядки. Только по знакомству можно. ё-моё, это лица.
I am he they call en on me Frichtinen. I have followed each of your steps since your arrival.
I hail you, Enon Milfrichteman. I have come to you to find a remedy.
A cure for the disease of a distant land. Her affliction was to be poisoned by her own children. Her veins rot in stagnant water. Her earth now bears poisoned fruit, and her children wither and die. And still it is those same children who can heal the lands, and with them heal themselves, if they only want it truly. They could be taught by my children, learn to give back in return, learn to heal. But for that, I must survive. I have seen by your side the shadow grow, taking form. Fed by the venom of intrigues from faraway lands, he spreads it today in my sap. To save his own life, he stole my strength, and that strength has driven him mad. Because it is not made to be taken.
Блин, я так и думал.
He draws each day a little more from me, and threatens us all. His hunger has no limit.
I don't understand.
Да понятно
Who are
все,
you talking
братишки,
about?
конечно.
The one you call Constantine. You must stop him, or there will be no cure anymore for anything or anyone.
That's impossible. How could that be?
You must leave now. Someone has followed your footsteps. Someone has entered here without invitation.
Так может мне остаться и защитить, так сказать?
My children are waking and tracking. They will attack all followers. Flee, or you will be their victims.
Хорошо, что не расшились.
I saw a man running out of the sanctuary, and I heard the cries of creatures inside. Is everything all right? Did you manage to get the answers you were expecting?
Yes. He told me that the Malachor had appeared because of the way the colonials have treated the earth. It is actually some kind of poisoning, and it would be possible to cure it, but I'm not sure that I understood how.
Words that come from the heart of the island carry with them a wisdom, which may sometimes be difficult to grasp. If you need help, I would be glad to be of assistance. My clan knows how to heal the earth.
Thank you, Dunkas.
Ну я правильного союзника
I
выбрал.
suppose I just need time to think.
You haven't told me everything, have you? There
Хотя это,
appears to
конечно,
be a
очевидный
storm
выбор.
weighing down on your forehead.
Один просто продаст мать родную,
But it is
а
something
вторая
I must
просто
verify by
убьет
myself.
любого постороннего. Какие из них
Do not
помощники?
hesitate to come and find me if I can help you. Qua aulum sec carans.
Спасибо, учитель.
Goodbye.
Чё, время попинать Константина. Так это что же получается, если монетная стража казнила всех, то и как бы звери не набегали на всех остальных. Выходит, что так. Вон он сидит. Гнилушка.
Constantine,
My adorable cousin, I am always happy to see you. What news do you bring?
I finally managed to enter the sanctuary at the heart of the island, and I was able to talk with Enon Melfrichteman.
How marvelous! Tell me about it.
The sanctuary is heavily protected. Only a High King can open it.
I remember you saying that Vimbar's death wasn't going to help us. How did you fix this problem?
I had to interfere in the natives' elections and earned the trust of the Pretender, who seemed to be the best choice.
You really are an outstanding diplomat. My father is an old, bitter man, but he was right about you. Tell me, who did you choose?
Dunkus. He's the king of the village of Vigigado, and a Donegad full of wisdom.
I'm certain that you have made the right choice. And then what did you do?
I was able to enter the sanctuary. It was an incredible experience.
It had to be. Oh, how I envy you. Entering the most secret places on this island, talking to a god. What does he look like? Is he some kind of very old and very powerful Donegad?
No. In fact, I spoke to an extremely large tree. Strange as it may sound.
Fascinating. And I thought that gods were always old bearded men.
Чё-то я не пойму, он
Did he tell you where the
придуривается или
Malachor
что?
was
Может,
coming
поймать
from?
его как-то надо?
Is it a curse that he cast upon the first settlers?
No. According to him, we are responsible for the emergence of the Malachor. By exploiting the earth so much, we have poisoned it. And the disease has contaminated us through the water we drink and the plants that we eat.
Strange, and yet it seems plausible. So, there wouldn't be an antidote?
He says that the earth can be healed. That his children know how to do it. I suppose he was talking about the Donegada. He also said that by healing the earth, we would heal those who live on it.
This is a fascinating revelation. It won't be easy for our neighbors to accept it, however. I'm afraid that even my father might receive it with skepticism. Did he tell you anything else?
Не, ничего не говорил.
No, but it's true that the conversation ended abruptly. An intruder had managed to sneak into the sanctuary, and we had to flee to evade the wrath of its guardians.
An intruder, you say? Then I guess this sanctuary isn't that heavily protected. Your work really is exemplary. The entire continent should be thanking you. But I see it's already quite late. If you'll excuse me, fair cousin. Regrettably, I must leave you.
Where are you
Куда?
going?
Not very far, rest assured. But I have a small personal matter to take care of, you see. Don't be concerned. There's absolutely no risk. Use the opportunity to take some rest. You've really performed miracles recently. See you later.
But why would he leave like that? Guard, do you know where my cousin is going?
Sorry, Your Excellency. His Highness didn't tell me anything.
You are one of his bodyguards, aren't you?
I am, Your Excellency. But recently it has been difficult to force His Highness to accept our presence.
Это же тот трусоватый солдат.
You mean this isn't the first time he's left without an escort?
I'm sorry, Your Excellency,
You'd better tell me everything.
but Fine. I don't mean to be disrespectful towards him. But His Highness's behavior has been very peculiar recently. He sleeps very little and goes out alone almost every night.
And it didn't occur to anyone that I should be informed.
Well, His Highness had specifically ordered us not to tell you about it.
And where does he go? I thought the days when he used to go from tavern to tavern were over.
He doesn't go to taverns, Your Excellency. From what I know, he goes outside the city.
Where could he go outside the city?
I've no idea. We saw him going north. That's all I know.
Ну-ка говори.
Listen, I know this matter is putting you in a difficult situation. You were supposed to protect my cousin wherever he went, but he refused and ordered you to keep your mouth shut. But Constantine is not just my governor. He's my cousin. I'm worried about him. He's already been abducted once when leaving the city. So if you know anything else...
I don't really know where he's going, Your Excellency. But I think I know where you could find out. When he doesn't leave the palace, he stays in his office for hours. He writes so much down in there that he could fill entire books. Here, I have the key. Take it. I hope you find His Highness and manage to make him see reason.
Этот солдат просто золото, он не просто трус, он еще и предатель.
Starting to believe that the revelations of Anon Millefrictaman has...
Ай, блин.
Let's rummage through his papers. We may find a clue.
Эх, жаль, у меня выбора, походу, нет. Придется Константина это положить в земельку. А то что-то богом он себя чувствует. Вообще охерел.
It can't be easy to discover that your cousin has descended into madness. But we can't let him kill these people simply because he's afraid they might have seen him.
Да, но непонятно, кто следил за деревом все еще. То есть как бы неоднозначно.
May the trees on your road always bear fruit.
Спасибо, бабуль.
You saved us. These beasts would have torn us to shreds.
These animals were strange, as if they were enraged. Thanks again, Renaigse.
I'm glad I could help you. And perhaps you can do me a favor in return. I'm looking for a young man, a Renaigse. But he looks a bit like an Onol Manawi.
Someone like you?
In some ways. But his marks are different. Darker.
She's talking about the crazy Donegad.
Indeed, that might be him. Do you know where to find him?
No, we see him passing by around nightfall, but we don't know where he's going.
He walks along the path, often followed by some beasts.
He has a sinister look in his eyes. He scares me. So we stay hidden.
And you do well to hide. I think he's the one who sent these animals to attack you. Do you have any idea how I could figure out where he's going?
She could hide in the old house. She would see him passing by and could follow, couldn't she?
You're right.
Едит у нее лицо
If you take
маленькое.
this path to the right, you'll reach an
Как
abandoned
будто на меме
house.
каком-то.
You can hide there.
Скукожилась что-то, вся холодно, походу, на улице.
Thank you. You've been a great help. And stay hidden. You may still be in danger.
Be prudent, Onol Manawi.
You're very isolated here. Why live so far from a village?
It's a long story. Matir, will you tell him?
When I was young, I got engaged to a young man, but he wasn't my Minundanem.
Понимаю, за рэпера пошла.
But I was wrong. And one day, I met the one I would love for all my life. As I had broken my engagement, we were exiled.
So, our parents came to settle here. They built this house, and we were born.
There. Now you know the whole story. Do you want to know anything else?
Да нет.
I'll leave you alone. Qua.
Ква и вам. Так, тут завалено. А, сюда спрятаться, что ли?
We can't be seen from the path. Let's wait here to see where Constantine goes.
I see him. And he's not alone.
Так, и как нам за ним последовать? Тварюк своих оставил. Придется пошуметь. Да я только за, дайте пройду. Игра-то не пускает. А, это же где птичник, что ли, был? Да.
Constantine, what are you doing?
Cousin! You're here! I would have preferred that you learn all of this another way. To be able to reveal everything to you in better circumstances. But whatever power we earn, there are some things that escape us.
I have no idea what you were talking about. But what are you doing here?
I seem monstrous to you. I am well aware of that. But I promise to explain everything when the moment is right. Then you will understand. You will see. Oh, the temptation is so great to share all with you right now. You have done so much for me. You have given me so much. I haven't forgotten, believe me. But I still have more to do. Forgive me and have patience. Hold them back. But do not kill her for anything in the world.
Constantine, come back and explain.
Нифига себе, не убивай. Мне кажется, тварь не понимает слов на самом деле. Бля. Лечение этого вовремя было зато.
Flesh of my earth, help me. You saw him do it, didn't you? You saw him draw from me, steal my children, my guardians, pervert my force.
Yes, but I don't understand.
What he wants, eternity, strength, power. It is what they all want. Those who take without looking beyond themselves. Like all those from the faraway lands.
He wasn't like that. He couldn't care less about all that.
Then it is the sickness, the brevity of his existence that terrified him to the point it changed who he is. You must stop him. Each time that he bonds, he destroys me a little more. And with me, the hope for a cure. And now it's my heart, my most sacred sanctuary that he covets. You must kill him.
That is madness.
The consequence of his folly, yes. Believe me, there is no other solution. Stop him, flesh of my earth, or there will be nothing left to save.
I still can't believe this.
I understand what you feel. I have trouble believing it myself, but Enon Milfrichtenman never lies. We need to stop your cousin by any means possible.
We must learn more if we want to understand his plans and prepare against them. This hiding place he was talking about in his notes. We must find it.
If in his folly he remembered just a small bit of what I taught him, then he shall warn his guard to be ready for us. We will need to be discreet and find ourselves allies.
You're thinking of all the creatures that he has perverted. A veritable army.
Precisely. And against an army we will need soldiers. The natives will follow you because their god has ordered it.
We might also be able to count on help from the Nords. We'll need to speak to their admiral. We should also be able to count on Sieglinde. Her troops will be all the more welcome. And of course, we can also go and find the Mother Cardinal, as well as Governor Buren. What an absurd project. On the continent, they would brand us insane. But not here, on an island where everything is possible. And all folly is accepted. Let's go. We need to put an end to all of this.
Да, теряем братушку, теряем. Раз, два, три, четыре, пять. То есть мне со всеми надо договориться. Дополнительные квесты превращаются в обязательные, кажется. Я так понял, чтобы склонить на свою сторону союзников, нужна хорошая репутация. А для этого придется как следует поработать. Да. Ну, наверное, слева направо и пойду. Ого. А много я мог зелий сварить.
Your Eminence, I salute you.
Lady de Sardet, what can I do for you?
Do you remember I thought someone must have been responsible for the attacks you sustained?
Yes, you thought that this guardian who sent us the animals couldn't have been acting alone.
And I was right, sadly.
You're hesitating. Are you afraid of my reaction?
Indeed. As the person responsible is none other than my cousin, Constantine.
Does this mean that the congregation has decided to wage war on us? And thanks to which obscure alliance has your cousin been able to manipulate these creatures?
Constantine acted alone. And he betrayed us as much as he betrayed you, believe me. As for the way he manipulated these creatures... Do you remember that my cousin was sick?
Absolutely. And it is said that his recovery was the result of a rather suspicious miracle. Are you telling me that your cousin has made a pact with the demons of this island?
Something like that. He was cured by a Donegad of the island who performed a bonding ritual. But the power he received from this made him thirsty for more, and he bonded himself to other places, thus gaining control over the Guardians who were protecting these sacred places.
But why attack us? Did his madness make him forget about our alliance?
His thirst for power is making him want to control the island entirely by himself. And I know that for this purpose he will soon attack the natives' main sanctuary on the volcano. I won't stand a chance against all the creatures he's taken control of, and I need some help. I will go and find the other factions, of course, but we need the help of Thélème. Having a common enemy should help us forget all the differences that have been opposing us.
You expect us to participate in a combined attack to protect an insular sanctuary. I hope you realize that for me to accept, I would have to be insane. Or have full trust in you.
Are you implying that you may change your mind?
If you accept to deal with the problem I entrusted you with,
Да
then
черт
you
тебя
at least have a
возьми.
chance.
А как же
And what if I
долги?
simply reminded you that you owe me a debt?
You surprised me, Desade. I wouldn't have thought you were so guileful. But you were taught well. Since you leave me no choice, fine. My men will fight by your side. But I hope that my debt will then be repaid once and for all.
Of course, Your Eminence. Thank you. I must leave you.
Naturally, Your Excellency.
Жирная дура. Не поняла, что, типа, собаки всех сожрут. Недавно только жаловалась, типа, город падет, город падет. Ну, сейчас-то, конечно, сейчас все нормально. Ага. Вот он собирает уже тварей. Вот таких вот, блядь. Как сожгли, только их будет в 40 раз больше. Это только великанов. Там стаи псов просто, блядь, всю телерму пережрут и пойдут дальше, на запад, восток, север, в море даже нырнут. Видимо, сейчас будем на каждого по отдельности давить. Типа, помнишь, я тебе королевым сделал? Отдавай долги.
I came to ask for your help in stopping my cousin, Dunkas. Did you hear about the attacks of creatures led by strange guardians throughout the island?
Yes, Darren sent a messenger to tell me about it.
My cousin was sick, and to cure him, Katasak used the bonding ritual on him. But the power he received from it made him mad, and he started bonding himself in other places. He transformed his guardians each time, and used them to attack those he considers to be his rivals.
What you're telling me is terrifying.
Это король ваш пришел, начал зверей натравливать, конечно.
Your cousin is breaking the balance. He's consuming and will only want to consume more.
Indeed. Enon Milfrichteman warned me that Constantine was now targeting the sanctuary at the heart of the island. I cannot fight him alone. I need allies. I already convinced some other factions to support us, but I also need the help of your people. Because we must all stand together to stop the threat that is weighing on the island.
Your will to create an alliance between all the peoples on this island is wise and noble. And the call of Enomil Frichterman cannot remain unanswered. We will be by your side in the battle. I am not a fighter, but Deirdre will lead our warriors. And I would also like for you to take this weapon. I pray it will be useful in the fight that is coming.
Thank you, Dunkus.
Don't thank me. You managed to earn my people's trust. May the earth support it.
I must admit that I expected Dunkus to be more angered when he learned what Constantine had done.
He's a sage amongst sages, even amongst the Donegada. Enonil Fictiman speaks in his ear. I think he already knew what was happening, even before we came to see him.
That confirms it. I made the right choice. Tifredy couldn't have a better High King.
Пушки тяжеловато становится носить. Надо скидывать все в сундуки. Знаете что, вот это все мне не надо. Я больше не прячусь ни от кого.
Bertir, do you want to...
И это куплю тоже.
You will always be welcome here.
Я, наверное, так не без маркера не добегу до главного монетной стражи. Не понимаю, где именно она сидит. Понятно, что где-то в своей крепости, но там столько проходов, подвалов, даже таверна помещается. Легко заплутать.
Hello, Commander. Lady Desade. And Kurt. I believe I should be thanking you for my nomination.
It is your upright and honorable nature that won you this post, not I. Perhaps sometime in the future you'll curse me for having suggested your name.
I hope not. How can I be of service to you?
I have come to ask for your help.
Your service, Your Excellency. What is it you want from me?
We need reinforcements to protect the sanctuary of the natives, north of the island.
Very well. I will send some troops there. But may I ask who or what they will be fighting?
Creatures in great numbers. And probably my cousin.
I beg your pardon?
As your men must have told you, he has changed a lot recently. Ever since he was cured of the Malachor and bonded to the island, he has become obsessed with power. He is now targeting the heart of the island. If he succeeds, we're all doomed.
I have indeed heard reports of the governor's peculiar behavior. Since he is our employer, I asked my men to turn a blind eye. But thanks to your help, we avoided dishonor. I won't forget it. If you're telling me that we are in danger and that we need to go to this sanctuary, we'll go.
Thank you, Commander.
Anything else?
Да, как-то ты легко поверила.
Ага.
Ну, ладно. 2 полка есть. Я думал, он там денег запросит каких-нибудь. То есть не каких-нибудь, а большую сумму, наверное, стоит как бы переворот-то учинить. Да нет, там, вы нам помогли, там, рука руку моет. Как будто так и надо. Кстати, понятно, почему нафты не болеют. Они ж типа тупо в море постоянно. Рыбку кушают и все такое. Нет, это бред. Они все равно в порту должны припасы пополнять. Не знаю, почему они не болеют тогда. Глупость. Может, суеверие, может, случайность.
Desarde, what can I do for you?
I have come to ask for your help, Admiral. My cousin has been plunged into madness, and he apparently wishes to conquer the whole island. He took control of many creatures by reenacting rituals he learned from the islanders. And now he uses them to attack the cities and villages of those he considers to be his rivals.
A difficult situation, admittedly, but one that does not concern us. Who's in charge of the island is none of our business, Desarde, and you know that.
It actually does concern you. If my cousin takes control of the island, soon there will be no ports where your ships can berth. He's not looking for political influence. He desires power. Absolute power.
I see. It's a decent argument. So what now?
We must stop him at all costs. And for that, I will need allies. I already have the support of other factions, but I was hoping I could count on the help of the Nords.
Alas, even if I wanted to, I couldn't send you my men. They don't trust you enough to follow you and fight on land.
Could there be a way to make them change their mind?
Captain Reuben warned me that he suspected a member of his crew of being a spy. It is almost certain she sent secret navigation information to foreigners.
Why ask me to take care of it?
This is a very serious accusation. One that results in a member of the guild being expelled. The Norts are like a family, very connected, but also likely to carry resentment. I think an external view is required to be certain that there will be no bias. Anyway, their ship is anchored at New Serene. Your authority will allow you to get more answers than us.
I see. What is the exact nature of the information that could have been sent?
It's up to you to find out. But all the Norts know how we navigate our ships. You've seen the techniques we use, and you know we want to keep them secret.
I agree. Where can I find Captain Reuben?
At the port in your town. You know his ship. It was Captain Vasco's before he landed.
Да пошли вы.
Unfortunately, I don't have enough time.
That's regrettable. In which case, allow me to wish you good luck, Desarde. And to give you this. This out, alas.
Thank you, Admiral.
И без них справимся. Ну, турки, конечно, тоже не пойдут ни хера. Это я абсолютно уверен. Может, как-то на них надавить, конечно, получится. Но что-то у меня отношения с ними никакие. То шпиона убил, то исследователей. Там, опять же, воевать с туземцами не хочу за них. С другой стороны, может получится надавить на них, как на кликушу. Что тут за музыка играет? Вальс какой-то, что ли? Дверь закрыта. Думаю, уж там званый вечер. Каждый вечер.
Your Excellency,
Lady Desart, and to what do I...
I have come to solicit your help, and to propose we forge an alliance.
An alliance? Against whom?
You remember, no doubt, the attacks that fell upon Hikmet, but also San Mateus and against the natives.
Of course. You told me that different guardians sent the beasts.
Precisely. And the Guardians were manipulated by someone. I discovered who it was. This revelation will not please you, but I have no choice but to tell you. It is Constantine.
Surely you jest. What is the meaning of this? Do you know how many men have died during these attacks?
Allow me to continue, I beg you. My cousin's sickness shook him to the core. Then there was a ritual and his capture, and Constantine has fallen to madness. He has been increasing these rituals in order to link himself to the island to gain power and manipulate its creatures. He is fighting a war against everyone, and it now appears that he wants to take control of Teofredi. He is preparing to attack the Volcano Sanctuary, and I need help to stop him. It is in the name of the congregation that I come to see you. Constantine betrayed us as well.
That's madness. It is complete madness. All of this superstitious nonsense. These absurd theories. I believed you sincere, Desarde. Which does not mean that I believe you now. But no matter. You are in need of men to stop your cousin who has already attacked us.
Precisely. I have already gathered support, but I need as many allies as possible.
I understand what you are saying, and a part of me wishes truly to lend you a hand, if only to exact vengeance for the losses we suffered. But I am not sure I can trust you with the lives of my few remaining men.
How can I possibly convince you?
Perhaps if you were to complete the tasks that I entrusted you with.
Иди нахер. До свидания, дед.
Alas, I have no more time for these minor conflicts. I must gather my forces. I'm sorry, Your Excellency.
I understand. I hope, nevertheless, that you will have the strength to overcome your cousin. Though I cannot spare any of my men, I can at least... It is my personal weapon. Might it?
Thank you, I have to go.
Farewell, my lady.
Хоть пушку выделил, да? Так. Ну, честно говоря, не знаю. Может, если ее улучшить, так скажем. Пока что это, конечно, смехота. О! Качество-то какое, а? Так, срочно к кузнецу. Чужой дом. До ночи работает. Это моя удача. Пробивание брони, оглушение. Физический урон. Да, это хочу. Нужно пробивание 64 сделать. Урон, правда, упадет. А, и у него 6 патронов в магазине. Ну ладно, раз выдали как бы пушку, то пусть будет весело. Так, броня равновесия. Ну, вот это, бля, выглядит, конечно, пососно. Есть японский стиль. Ну ладно, давайте вот это.
Want armor that fits you like a glove? We'll make it for you.
А вес у него поменьше. Так, это Курту отдам. Немного нелепо выгляжу теперь. Вся эта юбка ужасно мешает, наверное, передвижению. Так, поздравляю. А, нет, не поздравляю, у тебя характеристик не хватает. Лех. Блять, он мне и командорскую треуголку отдал. То есть она и перчатки адмирала тут. Так, ну это все надо раскачать. То есть, по сути, мне даже и собирать шмотки-то не надо было для последнего вот сражения. Меня просто всем снабдили.
Fits you like a glove. We'll make it for you.
Ладно, все. Скидываю мусор и иду Константина бить. Блин, еще с кем-то надо переговорить. С вождем, видимо.
Hello, Glendan.
You're...
To tell you that men are going to come all the way to the sanctuary. Some Renaigse.
I thank you for coming to warn me in person. But our High King has already spoken to me. I am disgusted to welcome warriors of the faraway island. But the decision is not mine. And in truth, we do not have the choice, do we?
No. It is all of Teirfridi and Enon Milfrictiman that's in danger. We have need of every able warrior to protect them. You need to prepare yourself as well. I fear that you will not be spared.
We will fight, have no doubts. Because such is our duty and our will. These are our lands that are...
I have no doubt.
May the rocks give you their... Can I do anything else?
I must leave.
Qua awela.
О, класс, квесты отменяются. Так. Сейчас мы Константина за жопу-то схватим. Ну что, за городом, что ли, где-то?
The cave that Constantine indicated in his notes shouldn't be very far.
Ты нанял каких-то бомжей.
I need a bit of practice.
Так, второй уровень энергичности. Мгм. Мгм, мгм. У меня 1 очко. Так, вообще пещера-то вон там. В темноте не видно. Ого, тут обустроился, клетку построил. Ты алтарь какой-то собрал. Из человеческих костей.
Constantine has marked several places on this map. I recognize some of them. They're sacred places for the natives. Places of connection. This place. This journal. Oh, my poor Constantine. You have completely lost your mind. What are you hoping to achieve with these rituals?
No Donegad has ever done such a thing. It goes against the balance that we are defending. Enon Mir Frichterman was right. Your cousin wants power. He is feeding from the strength of Tyr Fredi.
So much so that he is threatening Anon Milfrichteman himself. He wants to take his place. To think he's been plotting this absurd plan for weeks. He even used us to achieve it. The intruder in the sanctuary was certainly sent by him to scout the place. We will need to gather allies if we're going to stop him. But we will also have to weaken him and break apart the bonds that he has established.
I don't know exactly how these things work. And unless you do, we're gonna need help. How about Dunkus? Mev scares me a little.
You're right. Let's go and find him.
Можно было бы сделать быстрый переход. Хотя это последний квест, судя по всему, никто просто не заморачивался. Такое часто бывает. Кое-как работает, ладно.
Greetings, oh.
Thank you.
Блин, а зачем я в ту сторону бежал вообще? Я же могу быстренько переместиться.
What brings you here on Omanawi?
As I've told you before, my cousin bonded himself in many places before he decided to target the heart of the island.
You did tell me, and you must know that by doing so, he has acquired a power that no Donegada has ever possessed.
That is why I need your help. We need to break some of his bonds in order to weaken him.
Rest assured, all the Donegada will answer to the call of their Hoi King. And with their help, we will heal the wound your cousin has opened. However, to accomplish this, it is I who will need your help.
What can I do?
During the ritual, the one who is bonding himself spills some of his blood near the base of a stone. And this blood summons a guardian. The guardian lifts the stone so that it may serve as an anchor point for the bond. The only way to break this bond is to have a guardian topple the stone. We will be able to do it, but these rituals take a long time. Too long to be done quickly. So, in the meantime, you must prevent your cousin from drawing magic from the place. Here, take these seeds and plant them at the bottom of your cousin's bonding stones. These plants grow very fast, and their roots will prevent him from drawing the strength of Tiefradi. However, you must be careful, because the guardians corrupted by him will come to defend the stones.
Thank you, Dunkus.
And thank you for wanting to stop your cousin. Don't worry. I will send my people to finish the work of the plants I have given you.
Это все какое-то искусственное растягивание. То есть опять надо пробежаться по всем точкам и сделать, по сути, ну, как бы херню тыкнуть один раз на клавишу. Не, ну хорошо. Я-то пробегу. Но мне кажется, это излишне затянуто. Эх, ну чё, привет еще раз, да? Вайся. Да что такое? Кранты мне. Чуть я забываю, что не бессмертен. Но это уже нечестно было, слышь. Нормально его зажали. Какой камень-то? Вот этот или... А, вот тот. Ну да, он тут особенный.
The plant seems to be growing extremely fast. The Donegada of Dunkus's clan are sure to be here soon to finish breaking the bond.
Я так понимаю, он даже не уснул, то есть не подох, а просто приуныл немного. Потом встанет, как и был. Или это еще один. Мало ли тут их захоронено. Кажется, эти хранители много боеприпасов поглотят.
The stone and plant Dunkas's seed. Look, the plant seems to be growing extremely fast. The Doneigada of Dunkas's clan are sure to be here soon to finish breaking the bond.
Так, уровень дали. О, найс, найс. Да бери ятаган. Так, как он бьет? Ну и хрень. Ну да ладно. А что, это последний, что ли, был? А, не, один снаружи где-то.
How are you feeling, my child? What you are about to do is difficult.
Don't make it harder than it has to be, Petrus. Fighting against your cousin isn't pleasant, but it's the only logical thing to do.
A nicer way of saying she has no choice.
Indeed. I must stop Constantine, regardless of what it may cost. Not only to obtain an antidote to the Malachor, but also to save this island.
I have learned many things by your side, and thanks to you, I was able to give my mother back to the earth. I will
Лажа не
And
предавал.
this is my land, my people. I will be by your side. You will not go through this ordeal alone.
What's happened to Constantine is regrettable. But you're doing what must be done. You're a good person, Greenblood. And you can count on your old master of arms to protect you.
We will all be with you. After all, this concerns all of us, doesn't it?
Naturally.
We will be by your side to support you both physically and spiritually.
Thank you. You have been precious allies, and you are proving once more the value of your friendship. Now, let's go. It'll be a shame if we arrive too late.
The entrance to the sanctuary has been forced. A fight took place here.
Constantine managed to get through. Let's hurry.
Ну, сейчас никакой убер-битвы не будет, я просто расстреляю все 400 патронов. Надеюсь, поменьше уйдет, но если побольше, то я не удивлюсь. Если что, просто буду саблей бить. Или стилетом. Типа, все схвачено. Я не думаю, что на этом этапе будут какие-то проблемы. Блять, проход завалили. Мрази. Ты сколько квестов улетает. А вот и погибшие.
Disade! Oh, I was starting to think that we would all be dead before your arrival. Your cousin has forced our blockade with a horde of creatures, and they just keep coming. I thought it better to stay here, and stop as many of them as possible, to keep a path open for you to reach him.
Thank you. You did well. I'll do everything in my power to catch him and stop him from carrying out his plan. Keep holding on as long as you can. I need to be able to reach him.
Wait, there's a group of creatures coming.
Блять, как всегда, ты какую-то хуйню вставляешь и начинается, да. Так. Ё. Не, ну сражение как бы проходит как и раньше. Ударил, откатился.
He's right. We must help them stop these creatures.
Are you sure?
Every minute gained is a minute that allows you to save us.
Thank you both. Lady Afra, I know you know your way around a gun. And Kurt, it'll be like the good old days.
Enough with the talking, Greenblood. Go.
And stop, Constantine. I'd hate to be doing this for nothing.
In that case, thank you. And good luck to both of you.
Мне вроде культ верности клялся, взял, кинул. Крыса. Куда идти-то? Да вы чё? Куда идти? Твари отсюда бежали. Так, так. А, вот он спуск. Хорошо. А, вообще все остались, что ли? Все меня кинули? Ну ладно, не нужна мне уже помощь. Мне не нравится, что у меня так мало зелий на быстром доступе. Так, ладно. Так, а как добавить-то? А вот привязать. Зелье брони, зелье сопротивления, противоядие надо бы тоже, наверное. Пора бы к концу игры как бы назначить на быструю клавишу. Вдруг пригодится. Ладно, пошли бомбы. Парализующая бомба, стихийная бомба. Все прям как будто мага качаешь, только за место колдовства бомбы. Вообще никакой разницы в классах походу нет. Кроме одного различия. В одном случае тратишь разные ресурсы, а в другом случае только на банки с манной. Кто там стоит? А, дикари.
You're arriving too late. Your cousin is already on his way to the sanctuary. We fought the best we could, but new beasts just kept coming. We'll do everything we can to give you more time. We'll fight to the death if we must. But you must chase him. You must prevent him from performing the ritual at all costs. If Enon Milfrichtiman dies, we're all doomed.
I'm well aware of that, believe me. But here come some more beasts. To arms!
Так. А, вот. Летить меня отравило. Так, пятерка, срочно. Я так и знал, что ты меня кинешь. Ох ты мразь. Пиратам нельзя доверять.
I wouldn't have put it that way, but the Moridigan isn't wrong.
You see? Over.
You should go now. Well.
Так, ну ладно, остался Петрус и все. И то он тоже решил повременить, так сказать, с продвижением. А, в общем-то, Петрус-то и не нужен, на самом деле. Никто тут не нужен. Кроме боеприпасов. Что, к паладинам подходим?
There you are. Praise the enlightened. Cousin has already reached the heart. Our other allies informed me. They are also trying to stop the creatures.
What do you intend to do?
Pursue him all the way there and do everything I can to stop him.
In that case, may the enlightened keep you in his divine... Oh no. More beasts are coming. Be prepared!
Блин, то ли у кликуш потери самые высокие, то ли просто никто не пришел. Так, бомба пошла, другая пошла.
This time it's my turn. I'm staying with my people.
I knew you'd say that.
Well, I wasn't going to let the young ones get all the glory.
Your help would be a blessing, Father.
You see? You should go now, my child. Be careful. We are all praying for your success.
Thank you, Petrus. Be careful too.
Ну, к чести Петруса, мощный старик дольше всех протянул. Остальные-то просто отвалились в самом начале. С другой стороны, может, он самый такой, типа, медленно соображающий. Те-то сразу поняли, что дело плохо, и такие, ну, мы останемся, пожалуй. Прикроем тылы, а ты иди. Так, дерево пока не горит.
Constantine!
Restrain her.
А, бля, проклял дракона. Так. Чё у меня по зельям? Нужна защита. Давайте тоже выпьем. Опа, кто-то броньку потерял. Ух ты, ё-моё. А вот это, кстати, серьезный удар был. Ну-ка, может, второй? Ах ты сука. Бля, да куда же я ее кинул-то? Так, девяточка. Девяточка. Зелье, зелье, зелье. Ого, а оно броню устанавливает. Надо было побольше таких сварить. Да не так кнопка-то, блядь. Блядь, да почему ж ты кидаешь-то в ту сторону, я не пойму. Просто кинь в него. Так я ж победил.
I didn't desire death. I'm sorry.
Why? Why have you done this?
But for you. For us. So that we may live free at last.
This makes no sense. Constantine, it's madness.
You don't understand because you're still attached to the old world. This old, dying world which, to survive, has betrayed, used, and manipulated us and would have hesitated to kill us.
Perhaps. But
I've seen death, cousin. And I understood the vanity of it all. My father's ruses just so he could earn more power. The political bowing and scraping to preserve corrupted nations. I have been offered unrivaled power, allowing me to get rid of this, to send the old world back to its inevitable death, and to build something new here. Something unique. And this new world is my gift to you. You and I could be its new gods, the immortal and benevolent monarchs.
He himself is the incarnation of the old world he is speaking of. He has its vices and its poison. For his own immortality, he's prepared to destroy everything around him, to break millennia of cycles. I implore you, flesh of my land, think of all the lives that will come to an end to feed his pride.
Don't listen to this old god. He's like all the others, after all, clinging to life. All you have to do is to bind yourself here, with me. And we will be gods together, forever.
Ты мне выбрать даже дают. Ну пока, Константин. Ты мне даже не брат.
Good night, sweet prince.
Походу, у нее были противоречивые чувства к кузену. Да чё он потравить просто всех хотел, как бы вообще не понимает, что делать.
After the fall of Constantine, my young student managed to establish stronger links between the old nations and the natives. Some of their Donegada were even invited to the continent, and with their help, it slowly became a land filled with life again. And for the first time in a long while, the number of cases of the Malicor is decreasing. Those who bravely fought at Dorhad Genadu were celebrated everywhere. After all, if it weren't for this unlikely alliance, the island would have fallen into Constantine's greedy hands. Sieglinde took Kurt as an advisor, but he insisted on keeping his place alongside his former student and friend, watching her back as he always had. Siora obtained the title of Marl of the Red Spears alongside her twin. She leads them with wisdom, but often reunites with the one she still calls her Karants. Afra set aside her weapons and went back to her research on the native culture and flora of the island. It is said that she is even writing a book with the help of Dunkas's clan when not visiting her friends. For his bravery, Vasco was awarded the rank of commander. He now travels the sea at the head of a whole fleet, but he often comes back to visit his sister-in-arms. Petrus's ambitions have finally been fulfilled. He obtained the much-coveted title of Cardinal. Despite the responsibilities implied by such a title, he still sometimes visits the one he calls his child. Despite the help Ulan received, which allowed him to restore the importance of the seaside Nemeus, he still had to renounce the role of Marl as he faced the contempt of the other clans. Dunkas and his people spent a lot of time with savants and theologians. Patiently, they shared their knowledge of the earth and learnt new techniques from one another, and in so doing, they restored balance between the new world and the old. The natives' hostility towards the Alliance has not diminished, and Governor Byrne is in a delicate situation, especially considering some sordid rumors in Al-Sad regarding the practices of the scholars he protects. By wanting to convert the natives at all costs, including by force, Teleme's only reward was their anger. Bogged down in the political maneuvers of the missionaries and the Ordo Luminis, San Mateus struggled. Admiral Cabral had to face a mutiny as it became apparent that the Guard had been informed of the Nords' secrets. More secretive than ever, the Nords withdrew, only accepting the Seaborn amongst them. Under Sieglinde's control, the Guard returned to the honorable values that had made its reputation, despite the negative influence of some shady members in their midst.
Ну, я считаю так. Во-первых, то, что там турки и клирики что-то не поделили с островитянами, это вообще мне касаться не должно. Мне ни те не импонируют никак. Нафты тоже, ну, такие, как бы, что-то в них такое есть отталкивающее. может быть, татуировки на коже, или то, что они малихором не болеют. Ну, мне кажется, все еще это какие-то подозрения все-таки имеют под собой обоснование. То, что гуки с конкистадорами как бы закрешились, вот это вот то, что как бы спасает от малихора, значит хорошо. Это как бы основная цель была. Ну, Константина пришлось прибить, конечно. Хотя, ну, то есть понятно, что он сошел с ума, и если бы он просто продолжил как бы мирную политику, грубо говоря, да, он бы просто, ну, в конце концов мог превратиться в этого древесного бессмертного стража и тоже как бы жить-поживать, так сказать, бесконечно. А вот что он пытался добиться, потравив дерево бога, вот, ну, не совсем понятно как-то. Ну, прям, ну, не раскрыли совсем, просто, типа, в конце дают выбор, там, ты погубишь всех или спасешь всех. Ну, ценой какого-то там братана. И это самое, постоянно хочется переметнуться к дикарям. Не потому, что дикари такие, как бы, очень интересные. Они самые банальные. А вот потому, что предыстория на острове вообще никакая. Я почти никакого вот сочувствия как игрок не испытывал к старому миру. Особенно после того, как сказали, что типа приемыш. Мы как бы за приемыши играем. Вот. То есть как-то вот угнетается какая-то вот какой-то вот порыв. Что еще сказать-то можно? Ну, очевидная во многом игра, да. Посыл, в принципе, нормальный. Там, не губи природу, иначе подохнешь. Там, не губи также всякие отсталые народы. С другой стороны, отсталый народ тут подается почти все время как благородный дикарь. Что, ну, не всегда есть правда. И я скорее вспомню, когда дикари там Кука съели, да, но нигде они Кука там накормили, там напоили, спать уложили. Вот. Такие мысли. Ну, игра, в общем-то, консольная, да, видно, что довольно слаба в геймплее. То есть, если посмотреть видео, то использование магии, использование пистолетов это и бомб, это примерно одно и то же, да. Удары оружием, они, походу, и там есть. Ну, это можно и по кругу прокачки определить. Там видно, что там типа все все связано друг с другом. И, наверное, это должно подаваться как какое-то раздолье, да, можешь такую тактику использовать, может другую, но по факту ты отбегаешь, кидаешь что-нибудь там, либо магию, либо бомбу, потом выпиваешь зелье или пополняешь на столе запасы бомб. И там бьешь несколько раз в ближнем бою, например. Я думаю, магия, ближний бой там... То есть это вообще, это везде. Как ни крути, будет ближний бой плюс бомба или плюс магия. Вот. Никуда от этого не уйти. Да, но это консольная игра все-таки. Тут ничего не поделать. Странно, что не было захвата цели. Вот мне в последнем бое с хранителем не помешал бы захват цели, как в Dark Souls, когда просто в рамку берешь противника и все время смотришь на него. Или, может, я просто кнопку эту не нашел, или пропустил обучение, пока так растянуто проходил. Поначалу очень атмосферное, вот это все поветрие, пожирающее старую Европу, хорошо смотрится, прям красиво. Потом очень, видимо, хорошо, ну, то есть очень умело леса нарисованы, то есть чувствуется такая, типа, дремучесть леса, вот этого всего, там, сложно проходимые места. Конечно, картинка по большей части очень хороша, но геймплей как бы портит. Искусственная растянутость тоже видна, диалоги постоянно повторяются, вот это тоже в искусственную растянутость. То есть квесты бывают, ну, ни к селу, ни к городу вообще не нужны, но они есть там. Пойди, принеси, скажи, передай. И просто их делать иногда не хочется. Может быть, тот, у кого консолька, и тот, кто заплатил за игру как бы большую цену, он как бы пересилит себя и будет там все дополнительные квесты проходить, потому что ему денег жалко. Я думаю, вот на этот расчет был. Очень похоже на второй Dragon Age, но как-то послабее, чем второй Dragon Age. Ну, вот так вот, вот так вот. Такое вот мнение.